Okay, everybody has a colored piece of paper that's 12 by 12, and it should be folded in half, and you should be able to see lines that are separated an inch apart, just like this. The first thing you need to do is take your scissors and cut on each of those lines when the paper is folded. So I'm cutting two sides at once, just like that. And make sure that you do not go past the end of that line. If you go past the end of the line, your paper is going to fall apart and it's not going to be in one piece anymore. Try and stay on the lines as much as you can to make them straight. Put the paper into the back of the scissors mouth to make your cutting easier. It'll be a little bit more difficult because the paper is folded, so the paper is thicker. Cutting on the line is going to make the weaving easier later on because everything's going to be spaced evenly. You don't want to have any jagged edges so that your weaving materials get caught on there. Once you have it like this, you can open it up, and you should have all these spaces just cut and open, but they're connected at the top, so all the pieces stay together. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go up to the supply table, and you're going to pick out some strips of paper. You can pick out up to 2 colors, so you could have all one color or you could have 2 colors. You need to lay them on, leaving the background color in between your new colored pieces. So I could make a pattern and I could go like this and put these pieces on using purple and blue, but notice that the colored paper is left alone and it shines through. I could change and I could do 2 purple and then 1 blue and 2 purple and 1 blue, or I could do all purple or all blue. That's up to you. You decide how many colors that you want and what you want to have on there. When you glue these pieces on, make sure that they're lined up along the edges. You don't want to have something sticking over like this. And most importantly, you don't want to have one of these pieces covering over this gap. So if I glued this piece on in the middle, right where that gap is, when I try to weave something underneath here later on, I'm not going to be able to get through there. So you want to make sure that this piece lines exactly in the middle of these 2 spaces. Once you're done with that, you can free draw, or you can experiment with weaving across the paper this way. So that would look something like this after you have your pieces on. You go under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over, under, over. And then you can just wiggle this piece up to the end. Okay? Once you keep going, it's going to start to look like a checkerboard. Do not glue down these end pieces today. We'll do that next time.